Hi, I'm LDS in Medium, and thank you so much for tuning in today. I want to try to bring religion and spirituality closer together, and this is what this pod is all about. I will talk about my own thoughts and feelings as I am both LDS and have spiritual gifts, something that I've had my whole life, but I always thought that it was hard to combine these gifts with my religion. This has torn me into two directions, and I have talked to many people who feel the same way. I can't choose not to have my spiritual gifts, but I can choose how I use them. And I always want to use them for good and to help others. I believe my heavenly parents gave them to me for a reason. So, this is me. Join my quest for knowledge.
December 31st. When I got the phone call in October 2020 from my sister and she told me about her idea of the podcast, none of us really knew what we were heading into. But here we are 1 year and 3 months later, and we are wrapping up our first season with LDS and Medium. If we would have known what work it would entail, we might not have started. But instead, we dove head in and just solved everything as it came. I have always been LDS, and I feel very blessed to have been born into a religion which encompasses so much love and care for our family and fellow man, and which always pushes me to be the best that I can be. My spiritual journey started only a year prior to this event, and there have been many aha moments on the way. I finally started understanding things about my own behavior, why I perceived certain things and reacted in certain ways. I have always known that I had a sixth sense, but did not know much about it. I've learned that I am an empath with all that it entails, and part of that also being highly sensitive to certain things, such as loud sounds and when there's a lot of noise around me. Understanding that and more about me have made me more aware of how I react in certain situations, and it has improved my life. Looking back, I can see many things that has had a positive impact on my life and brought me to where I am today. Like I have always loved English, even since I was little, I wanted to speak to the missionaries who came from the USA, and that was my biggest motivation to learn the language. A language that I now consider as my second native language and that I love very much. Without my love for English, instilled in me from childhood, we might not have been able to do this podcast in English, and therefore limited our audience. Later on, I studied screenwriting, since writing has always been another one of my passions. I studied in the US, and it was the best 4 years of my educational career, and I loved it. This was the first time that I got to study what I really loved, film, and I found the power you have within you when you do things that you really love. After that, since I love to study and learn, I first studied video and audio editing, and then went on to become a digital media producer. Once again, if I had not studied this, I would not have had the abilities needed to produce and edit this podcast. So looking back, I see how it all binds together. I have also taken smaller courses online during this time of COVID, and since I have been blessed with an autistic son, I always learn about autism. And the next course that I will be taking is speech therapy. But I also took a spiritual life coach course, and I am studying about intuition and healing, two other of my spiritual gifts. As I was thinking about me, I wrote down some keywords and phrases that I think define me. I am a dreamer. Ever since I was little, I've always known that I can do everything I put my mind to. I believe that everyone can make a difference in this society. I fight for the weaker who cannot defend themselves. I love to help. I can inspire and motivate people. I have an endless creativity inside of me. I am independent. I am an empath. I am a healer. I have psychic abilities. I love to research, and I love to write. I am more patient than I ever thought I would be. I have an incredible power inside of me. I am an educated screenwriter and digital media producer. I have a hard time to focus because there are so many things that I like and would love to do, which makes it really hard for me to finish things. But this is something that I'm constantly working on, and I am here for you. So that was a little background to the podcast and to me. This year, we have surpassed 6,500 listenings, and we're actually really close to 7,000. I think we'll actually hit 7,000 today, which is an amazing task. 7,000 is actually 1,000 more than I guessed when we started out, and we were guessing on how many downloads we would get for the year. During this 1 year and 2 months, we have published 130 episodes, and that is a lot more than the original plan of publishing 1 episode per month. That would only have been 14 episodes in the first season, so we surpassed it by 116 episodes. 79% of all our listeners are from the USA, and 12% from Europe, but we also have listeners from Australia, Asia, South America, and Africa. We feel truly blessed to live in a time where we can reach around the globe from the comfort of our homes. So from the bottom of our hearts, thank you to all you who listened and shared our podcast during last year, and we hope that you really enjoyed the Jesus the Christ Christmas calendar we did in December 2021. So 2022, what do we have in store for you listeners? Well, my sister will keep doing the monthly episodes, and the first one is actually tomorrow on the 1st of January. And they will, as much as possible, come with a monthly meditation, and prepare for an amazing meditation tomorrow. She will keep doing the Book of Mormon episodes once a month, and we will also have one episode together every month that we will be talking about different subjects, like a course we took or a book that we read on the subject of religion or spirituality. Our first episode together in January will be very interesting. But in addition to that, and now I am being even more ambitious, I will make my own episodes every month. And if all goes as planned, I will have at least one episode a week. Wow, that felt weird to say, and it feels like a big commitment, but it is for a great cause. My episodes will have one focus, and that will be the focus of 2022, and that is to get to know yourself, love yourself more, find your abilities and talents, and become the best person you can possibly be. Right now I'm going with the working title, New Year, New Me. After my divorce and my sister's divorce, and as the children are growing up, I am trying to focus on getting to know me and my abilities and talents. I thought, why not take 2022 as the year to learn as much as possible so that I can get to know myself, increase in patience and love for myself, and really level up to become the best me possible. This is a vital step for what we have planned next year, 2023, but we'll talk more about that later. So as I always wanted to make courses to help people help themselves, I thought I would take this year to really get to know me, and in the meantime I will help you to get to know yourself. You might get a lot of aha moments during this year, like I have had in the last 2 years of my life, and I can feel myself changing in a positive way. Now I want to take one step further and do it in a more structured way. So, who would this course be for? Have you had a tough year? Do you feel like you don't have enough time? Are you low on energy? Do you feel like you can't really enjoy your life? Or do you feel like you are not in control of your life? Do you feel like there is something you should do but you don't know what it is? Are you having a hard time focusing? Do you wish to become the best you can possibly be? Just a suggestion. For this year, 2022, might be good to have a notebook, diary, or pen or paper close by, dedicated for these episodes, since I believe that if you're intuitive, things will start to pop up for you. Keep it all together in a binder or a box or drawer, especially if you're not an organized person like me, which I will add is pretty common among highly creative people. Pay attention to these thoughts, your gut feelings and memories that might resurface, and write it all down. So as we go through this course, there might be a lot of aha moments for you. So how will the New Year, New Me podcast of 2022 work? Well, week 1, every month there will be a theme that will give you one more piece in your puzzle of personal discovery and development. January will start with an introduction and assessment so you get the idea where you are right now and who you are right now. In February, I'll talk more about personal development, and in March, your physical environment. April, we'll go into your health, and May, we will talk about leisure and pastime. June, we cover the topic of your money, and in July, career, which is what you do to get your money. August, we talk about your family and close friends relationships, and September about other relationships that you have in your life. October, we will cover your shadow side, what it is and how you can work with it. And November is all about your higher purpose, soul mission, and divine flow. December will be a summary and another assessment, so you can see how far you've come during the year. Does it sound exciting? Did thoughts already start to pop up in your head? I hope it does. I am excited and, to be honest, a little bit scared when I see it mapped out like this. It is a very ambitious project, and I, like my sister, is already working full-time, and the other episodes will still go on, and yeah, I'm definitely scared. But I'm also very hopeful, and I was born positive. I have a creative energy in me that just drags me along, sometimes pushes me forward. So I am counting on help from my angels and spirit guides, because this is something that I feel strongly about doing. So how will it tie into LDS and Medium podcast? Well, since I am LDS, I will during all of this have a Christian perspective both on why we are here and what our purpose are, and how we treat our fellow men in general. I will include spiritual elements and sometimes trainings, like the intuition training and breathwork training that I did not do last year. Okay, so moving on. Week 2. There will be a workbook to fill out and questions to answer. You will get ready to print PDFs, or you can just copy down what you want into your own notebooks. Here you'll get many tools to get to know yourself better. Week 3, there will be a challenge. I know that some people have less time and lots to do, and others have more time and are more ambitious and want the change to come faster. That's why I have made 3 levels of the weekly challenge. The easy level is that you just choose one thing to work with and you do it for 7 days. But I will also create a 21-day and a 30-day challenge. And if you want to, you can do more than one thing. But just a piece of advice. We are in this to make permanent improvement. I will later talk about our lazy brains. But it is better to do one thing at a time and then slowly add on new things in your life after your new habit has set, than to do a lot in the beginning and get overwhelmed and revert back to your old self and end up doing nothing at all. Slow and steady wins the race, like the turtle said. So week 4, my plan for the future. The last week is when you will think about how can I implement what I just learned this month into my life right now. What is my plan? And remember, if you slip and forget, just go back and keep going. Along the way, I will also have quotes and poems and extra materials, videos to watch and music to listen to that will inspire you along the way. To combat overwhelm, I plan to use something called micro habits and plans and structure. You need to find out how you learn, and you need to put up goals, and most importantly, you need to reward yourself along the way. This course will be free for the month that it is released and maybe a little bit longer, but I will later offer it as a paid course. So after a while, I'm going to take everything down. Just a heads up so you don't get too far behind. Remember that you will need a strong motivation for your change, and you will need to forgive yourself and start over every time you don't succeed. Just promise yourself something. I am committed to me and I will never give up. Also, everyone can't do everything, but everybody can do something. And every journey, great or small, starts with a small step. You can be the one stopping yourself to achieve greatness, or you can be your biggest cheerleader. So if you want to participate, close your eyes and set the intention for this course. I will do something this year to change my life for the better. Until next time, keep learning, keep living, keep laughing, follow your dream, and live your passion. Happy New Year, everyone!
This is my journey. Thank you so much for keeping me company today. Please download, like, share, and subscribe, and help spread the light and spread the word to expand our community. Let's bring more love, peace, and unity to this world. Take care of yourself and your loved ones. Always be grateful, kind, and loving. Be brave and remember to step out of your comfort zone and smile. If you support us on Patreon, you will get access to our meditations and extra materials so you can download them as MP3. Also, we now have a Facebook group which you can access from our Facebook community. Please answer the questions as you apply to participate. It will be a safe haven where we can keep discussing religion and spirituality, our spiritual gifts and self-development. Remember, one person can make a difference, but together we can change the world.
It's December 31st, I'm looking back at the year gone by. Tomorrow is a New Year's birth, and I feel this year I'll try to do the things that I want to do, to learn things I don't know. There's so much to look forward to this year, I want to grow. Let's all spread love to be who you want to be and conquer all your strife. Happy, happy New Year. We all made it through. We fought for health and our freedom too. So